Cancer, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your summer reading. I am using the Animal Kin Oracle. I'm using, first of all, the Priestess of Light Oracle, and then I'm using the Animal Arc Tarot deck to do your messages for this summer. This reading is for those that most need to hear it, and if it resonates with you, my darling, you are hearing it within your divine design. A quick announcement for you. Many of you know I offer pay what you can 30-minute online readings to say thank you for your support, for your likes, comments, subscribes, mentions, and becoming members of this channel. But I'm also, as it's World Tarot Day today, I am doing a limited offer of 30% off all my fixed price readings. You need to book by the end of tomorrow, Friday the 26th, and availability is from June. So let's move ahead with the reading and see what wishes to come out for you. If this reading does resonate, thank you so much for liking this video and for your comments. So where should, well, first of all, let's do an overriding message from this deck, please, for Cancer. What wishes to come out? You have got courage, strength, fierceness, and family has come out for you. I believe with this that, thank you, Spirit. Spirit is asking you to perhaps release an illusion you have about a certain type of family dynamic that is happening for you or happening within your family. We have a tendency to see things not as they are, but as we are. So it does take great courage to perhaps withdraw, but intently observe the problem, the situation, whatever you're in situ in at the moment, with the eyes of courage, opportunity, awareness, and an intent to do things wholeheartedly from the heart. You are very fiercely protective of this situation. If this is a family situation, you are very supportive, you are very loyal, and you will do all that you can to encourage the best outcome presently that is happening. But it is asking you to perhaps release an illusion that you may have. Courage is doing something wholeheartedly, core, Latin for heart. So it takes great courage sometimes to not intervene when we feel like we ought to intervene. It takes great courage to remain silent and not get involved in things, to allow things to be as they are, to let people be, who they are, to let things go, to just see what solution can come in and present itself, because solution is solvere in Latin and solvere is to loosen. So when we loosen our grip, which takes great courage sometimes to loosen our grip on something that we really feel is important to us, when we loosen the grip, then the solution can come in from the universe. So take a stand back, be very fierce with yourself, almost. It's that sort of intent and purpose that you will do everything you can to protect, but sometimes it's about not launching in, it's about not coming in with anger or coming in with any form of what you might perceive to be negative emotion from yourself, and just making a stand, an approach of awareness, observation, and knowing that when you do speak like the lion's roar, you are going to do it wholeheartedly from the heart. So it is something that is worth saying, as opposed to something that might be detrimental to what is happening at this time. So that is your overriding message. Let's have a little look, see, my darlings, about what you should focus your energies on during the summer with this situation as well. Thank you. Using the animal, that's not from this deck. Using the Animal Kin Oracle as well. Thank you, Spirit. That's also not from this deck. There we go. Thank you. What should Cancer focus their energies on during this summer? Thank you. Cycles and sensuality as well. So 2 cards have come out for you: cicada beetle, cycles, and sensuality as well. And this is like the little Gordon gecko. This is the little gecko. So this is about focusing your energy on your senses, what you're feeling at this time. It can be about something that is a relationship that makes you feel desirable and desired, and it kind of puts you in a really good place. But I'm more sensing, because the gecko loves the sun, which means you love to embrace anything that is the concept of health and happiness and growth. That is your primary intention. You're not focused on being miserable or being unhappy. You're focused on the positive of life. You're a cup half full as opposed to half empty. And Spirit is encouraging you as in that state of observation, which a gecko would do, sitting in the sun, but then retreating to the shadows of observing what you desire, observing, using how you're feeling about things as opposed to what you're thinking about. Where are your feelings taking you? Now, we don't really listen to our feelings. We think we do, but we don't. Because listening to our feelings is listening to the deepest part of our energy emotion, our emotions. And that energy emotion, where your attention is going, energy is flowing. So what are you feeling towards? What are you leaning towards at this time? And the cicada cycles, it is to say that there is, and I feel with this card, because it's very bright with the green and the beautiful turquoise as well, that there is a beginning of a cycle for you this summer that is a lot lighter and brighter than it has been recently. There is a little bit of black in here as well. And the cicada does mean it's the death beetle. So there has been a sort of beginning again, a rebirth, a new cycle, a new structure, a new awareness, new growth for you as well. And it just comes back to this word courage. I feel like you're doing something now, perhaps with an approach that you haven't done before. You're doing something with a wholehearted, loving approach, as opposed to perhaps a more mindset, fear approach. So that is wonderful. And it takes courage, it takes bravery to do that. It takes bravery to do something differently. So let's have a look to see what you must weed in order to grow. So perhaps what is impacting on your growth at this time, whether this is other relationships themselves, people, your mindset about things, patterns of behavior. Thank you, Spirit. What is Spirit wishing to bring to your attention? Knowing and essence with the wagtail. So I feel with the wagtail, the essence of knowing something is your wisdom, is the wise, intellectual, spiritual downloads of matter. The wagtail, the essence, essential truth. There is something in terms of what you must weed out is the truth of the situation. Be open to receiving more than you are perhaps perceiving at this time. I come back to, we tend to see things not as they are, but as we are. So be open to, the wagtail will sort of wag its little tail to attract in. So be open to wagging your tail. Be open to displaying to the universe that you are open to receiving the essence of truth of the situation at this time, okay? Because then it's going to release you from the subconscious hold you have on perceiving something a certain way. And isn't it fun to be open to receiving, to explore new concepts, new ideas, new approaches? All of that encourages us to feel freer, to not feel so trapped in fear, because we're constantly fluid. And the duck knowing. So the duck, take to it like a duck to water. Once you know, once you receive that essence, that essential truth about this, not as you are, but actually as it truly is, you'll know, you'll just know. And then you're going to allow this situation to evolve like a duck would take to water. You're going to paddle through it, you're going to swim through it, you're going to glide through it, you're going to embrace it, you're going to go with the flow of this. So that's what you to weed out. What new opportunities may arise for you this summer? Thank you for Cancer. Purity. You're getting two lots of cards here. This is very funny with all of this. Purity and nourishment. I feel that this is about what opportunities are going to arrive. This is the sacred cow. The cow is about nurturing. It's about things that matter to you. Matter in Latin is mother. So things that are nurturing. This may be to do with a child. This may be simply to be doing with relationships that are nurturing for you and you are for them. The cow is about the gentle approach that you can very much display. And it's also about the appreciation of what is right there. What is right there in front of you right now, like the cow eats the grass, and the grass is always there, always kind of known to be there, but not really seen for what it truly is. And it's an extraordinary food source and pleasurable source for, it has so many different natural elements and uses to it. So in terms of opportunities, there's going to be opportunities for you to feel such an appreciation, such a pure feeling of appreciation here with the beetle and purity, such a pure, and when I say pure, it's like the essence of it. It's like that pure joy, that pure gratitude for opportunities that are going to provide both the nurture of something. Now, to nurture is to care for lovingly, hold the space for, encourage. So there's going to be opportunities for all of those things with regards what I feel that are very deeply important matters of the heart to you with your family this summer, and set your intention that that is what you are desiring for so many opportunities, perhaps of people coming together, of wonderful sort of fun times, but times that where old perhaps patterns or concepts have gone, and you are sitting in a state of pure and utter joy for what has unfolded within the family dynamic, or what has unfolded within this relationship, because of everything that you have shifted and changed your perception of, but also with the understanding that you've been holding this energetic space, and maybe you're just holding it slightly differently now without the need to hold on too tight. It's a loose grip on the situation rather than a tight grip as to where you think it ought to go. And like that duck to water, you're just going to take to this. You're going to create more and more beautiful situations for yourself. And what should you explore? Thank you, Spirit. What should Cancer explore? And we have got, again, 2 cards, motivation and luck. So we tend to become confused when we don't understand our deepest motivations. And this is a white horse here, and it's harnessed, but with flowers. So think about what it's about, thinking about what your deepest motivations are. Is it to be successful with work? Is it to have this happiness that comes from peace and contentedness? Is it to drive yourself forward in many different areas of your life? Think about what's driving you at the moment. Think about where you're harnessing your energy, where it's taking you. Again, where attention goes, energy flows. The horse is a wonderful example, the white horse, of harnessing that belief in yourself and the understanding that your energy, and understanding that you can move in any direction you wish to move simply by the attention you're giving it. Where do you want to give that attention? What is motivating you? What are those deepest motivations? Are they coming from a place of fear or lack? Or are they coming from a sense of abandonment and a sense of pleasure and a sense of embracing life? So this is, what you should explore, those questions for yourself. And you've got the Lady Beetle, and it says Lady Luck. It's luck here. Explore any opportunities that appear lucky to you. It's very simple. Explore anything that is presented to you spontaneously as life itself, like the lady beetle, ladybug would appear on your hand. Those are all gifts to you from the universe for you to explore. Anything that is coincidental, anything that is serendipitous, is always a doorway, is always a path to something positive for you. So explore anything that you would consider lucky, but it isn't luck. It's you co-creating in harmony with the universe. And it is an aspect of you understanding what your deepest motivations are at this time. And last card, thank you, about living in alignment during these wonderful growth energies of summer. Thank you, Spirit. Living in alignment. Curiosity. Just be curious, my darling. This is the alpaca. Just be curious. There are many different layers to curiosity. We can be curious with a fear. We can be curious like a child. We can have a childlike approach. It's about being open to exploring, not shutting down anything that you might dismiss because you're seeing it in a certain way. Remember, things aren't what they seem. And it's only really when we look back in hindsight that we go, oh, now I understand why that happened. So be curious now about everything in your life. It's all intermingled. It's all woven together in a beautiful symmetrical pattern. That's the universe. It's all weaved together. You are either weaving like the spider, or you're stuck. And I know with your frame of mind now, that because you're one of nurturing and you're one of being open to receiving, you have an appreciation of what you're weaving in your life now. And there is great warmth and comfort and security to be found in adopting the energy of curiosity and exploration, because then we don't get stuck. We're looking to constantly be in the flow. And when you're in the flow, you haven't got time to be worried about remaining in a space that, or an energetic space that you might feel okay in, or you might feel happy in. So just continue to be curious this summer. Let's have a look to see with nourishment and luck, with your opportunities with this deck, to see what wishes to come out for you about the opportunities. Thank you, Spirit. So what I'm feeling with this is the overriding energy, the Jaguar, the Queen of Swords. You've definitely made a big transformation. You're definitely much clearer now. You have a much higher vision for yourself. You have a deepening of clarity about what your motivations are. There may be a little bit more digging to do, just in terms of perhaps subconsciously what you're putting out there as a vibration, as a communication to the universe with the Queen of Swords, but you're very intent on a certain thing, a certain purpose. And as the Jaguar, you will always move, you will always give your attention to opportunity as it presents itself. So being curious, adding in curiosity into that mix is fantastic. So what you have got here is the King of Cups with the octopus, and you've got the hummingbird with the Four of Wands. So what I'm feeling with this is that there is an energy that's coming towards you of an emotional connection with somebody who, as the octopus, is very, not only comes back to that sensuality, they're very adept, they're very synced in to you, but they're also very good at intuitively feeling their way. They can kind of read people, they can kind of understand. They're also going to be this teacher for you, the octopus teacher. They're highly intelligent. They have a lot of, they're not afraid to go deep, they're not afraid to have those emotional chats. They have, I'm not going to say a control over emotions, they have a response that comes from an emotional maturity. Okay, so they're coming towards you, and this is bringing in this relationship, this hummingbird relationship. Oop, fell out of my hand. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is some stable connection, commitment, relationship, partnership, whatever it may be, that's open to growth, it's open to change. You're going to sing a little tune, you're going to sing a little hum, you're going to feel happy in this. I want you to look up the hummingbird as well. But it's that sort of relationship that you've been dreaming about and that has been motivating you as well. Now, this could be a relationship to do with your work. It could be a relationship where somebody's meeting you in the middle, meeting you on the bridge, is supporting you as a partner in that. But this also could be to do with love as well. But whatever this is, my darling, it's very connected to this family dynamic that you have at the moment in time. And whether this relationship is somebody that you know that is making a shift and change in order to reflect now your understanding, your compassion, your love, your curiosity for change, your shift of perception. Because when you shift and change your perception of something to see it as it is, not as you wish it to be, or who you are, then what you do is like a ripple effect. You encourage others to then shift and change accordingly. So whether this is an existing relationship within this family dynamic that's going to change because you've changed, so therefore it's matching you as a magnet, or it's a new relationship coming in that is an aspect of the resolution of the solution, the melding together of a solution for you. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else on this Four of Wands? but it is a coming together, and whether you want to see it as a home, a family coming together, a partnership coming together, perhaps after it's a form of conflict or contradiction. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Yeah, the King of Wands. So you've got here, I feel this is them, and you are the Queen of Swords who's disappeared here. So the King of Wands is both of you have an intention to make a change here, to do, think, say, and do things that are going to create a positive, desirable outcome. And whether you know this person or not, whether they're part of your family, whether you're married to them, whether they're a new relationship, you both have the same desired outcome for this. So I trust that has helped those that have resonated with this. I look forward to doing another one. Readings for you. Actually, my June readings are next week. I will be completing them next week for you. In the meantime, the weeklies are available. The new weeklies will be done this afternoon and tomorrow. And you've also got my dailies. So much love in the meantime. Take care and have a gorgeous weekend. Lots of love. Bye-bye.